Let us never forget their love for the country and the family, heroism and the final greatest sacrifice they made. Freedom-loving, just like Americans, millions of Serbian people forced by hardship at home and motivated by freedom have made their way to the United States of America over the years. There, they have greatly contributed to the society and some of them have made history. From Nikola Tesla and Mikhailo Pupin to Marina Abramović and Nikola Jokic, their names and names of many others are now engraved in the hallway of the American dream. During the past 140 years, in the long history of cooperation, we have had setbacks and challenges at times, especially during the 90s, but our relations still remain defined by sincere friendship, partnership, and common values we share. Ladies and gentlemen, I can assure you that Serbia is strongly committed to work on transforming a long-standing partnership between our two nations into something even more meaningful and substantial in the coming years. I truly hope that the story of the first days of our friendship will inspire us today to remember the beating heart of the Serbian-American relationship is our shared desire for our peoples to enjoy the key values of liberty and equality, which are just as important today. Long live the friendship between our peoples and states.
Distinguished guests, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, and dear friends. It is a great honor for me to be hosting such a gathering of distinguished and wonderful people in order to celebrate what the vision of our ancestors started 140 years ago. And on this very special occasion, I have the honor of inviting you all to raise a glass unusually twice. First, I will raise the glass for the vision of our ancestors who 140 years ago, in an era very far from digital, in which, as President Vučić rightly said, and I often like to repeat as well, a letter took 6 weeks to travel between our two capitals, to the visionaries who saw the importance of building this relationship. And let us also pay tribute to all those statesmen, representatives of cultural life, representatives of the society, who over now 3 centuries have carried the torch of our friendship and partnership. If I would start to list their names, it would require for this speech and this reception to last for a long, long time. So let us pay tribute to them and for the achievement so far. Živeli. In addition to this, dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say that the relationship between Serbia and the United States is not just about the accomplishments of previous generations. It is also not just about the challenges that some of our generations have faced. It is about the future. I firmly believe that we can together shape the future of US-Serbian relations and that we can pave the way for a more close, more meaningful and relationship that will make our ancestors proud. So in that regard, I want to have my second toast tonight, the second toast for the future of Serbia and the United States, for the future of our friendship and partnership. May long live the United States of America, long live Serbia, and long live our friendship. And God bless you all. Thank you all so much. I promised everyone I will keep the speech short. I do hope you feel at home tonight. I do hope you enjoy the Serbian food, wine and specialties, and welcome, welcome, always welcome to Serbia.
Good evening. Dobro večer. Ambassador Đurić, my friend and colleague, Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense Laura Cooper, Major General Harris, dignitaries, guests, and friends. Thank you for inviting me to join you in this incredible celebration. 140 years of diplomatic relations between our two great countries. It is an honor to represent the Department of State and the US government at this fine hour. I'm proud to be working alongside so many colleagues in the State Department and really across the interagency, hardworking colleagues, to be able to deepen the already strong relations between our two countries. Together with our partners in Europe, we are all striving to strengthen these important relationships and collectively address global challenges. In his recent letter to Foreign Minister Salatrovic, congratulating the people of Serbia on this important anniversary, Secretary Blinken said the following: "The United States stands with Serbia on its path forward, a modern, prosperous country in the heart of Europe. We are committed to ever stronger political, economic, and security cooperation, and to working with you to advance domestic reforms, foster peace, and good relations with all of your neighbors, and achieve your goal of European Union membership." The strong friendship between our two countries was forged fighting alongside each other in 2 world wars and has flourished across generations of people-to-people ties. Serbia plays such an important role, an indispensable role in promoting stability and prosperity in its home region and, of course, around the world. I applaud Serbia's leadership and advocacy on regional economic integration, which, with inclusive implementation, of course, will benefit all the citizens of the Western Balkans. In this spirit, I would say, on the 140th anniversary of our diplomatic partnership, we honor both that history and the work and contributions of so many here today. Really, from the bravery of the Serbian families who put their lives on the line during Operation Heliard during World War II, to the contributions of the Serbian Apollo 7 who helped land an astronaut on the moon. The United States so much looks forward in the next 140 years of strong American-Serbian ties to building, to strengthen an even brighter future as friends and partners in Europe and around the world. Thank you very much.
It really is my honor to join you today on this celebration of 140 years of diplomatic relations between Serbia and the United States. Our two countries have a long history dating back to October of 1881, and I am proud to report that our relations are only growing stronger. Tonight, let us reflect on the close ties we have developed, not only at the political level, but our people-to-people ties, and, as I can personally attest, our military-to-military relationship. As in 1881 and today, Serbia has played an incredibly important role in the regional security and stability of the Western Balkans. I have taken immense pride in being a part of recent efforts to expand our regional cooperation, as the United States also seeks to play a positive role in the Western Balkans. In this vein, our national security interests converge more than they diverge, and through the hard work of the Serbian Armed Forces and the Department of Defense, we are translating that into visible gains. This past September, Serbian and U.S. Army paratroopers jumped together in a significant humanitarian exercise in Serbia. And then in November, actually 1 month ago today, we held high-level bilateral defense consultations in Belgrade, solidifying a 5-year plan to expand our cooperation in exercises and training. These were the first official defense consultations in over 5 years and the largest senior DoD delegation to visit Belgrade in several years. These are encouraging signs of the cooperation to come, but it's not all new. These improvements were made possible by the strong foundation established through Serbia's excellent state partnership with Ohio. As Major General Harris will certainly attest, Serbia has one of our most robust state partnerships, which also recently celebrated the important anniversary Ambassador Jurek mentioned, 15 years of Serbia-Ohio cooperation. The exercises, training, and exchanges that started through Ohio have allowed Serbia to expand beyond the state partnership to establish an equally excellent relationship with our European command and its components. Exercises and other interactions with Serbia are always a two-way street. We have a lot to learn from our Serbian colleagues. Another area of close and deepening cooperation is international peacekeeping. Serbia's commitment to this global mission for good is noticed and highly appreciated. The benefits of Serbia's training efforts at South Base, the contributions of Serbian forces serving in the UN and EU peacekeeping missions abroad, and Serbia's commitment to expand these deployments in the future all bode well for international security and our ultimate mutual goal of peace. So tonight, on our next toast, let us toast not just to the past 140 years, but to the next 140 years. While our bilateral defense planning takes us out 5 years, I know this is just the next small step in a long-term partnership. I look forward to being a part of that next step, and hopefully my next toast to the partnership will be in Serbia. Thank you.
I can't express what an honor it is to be a part of this celebration today. As I come to you with a full heart, as was mentioned, our partnership, the partnership between the Ohio National Guard and the Serbian Armed Forces has existed for 15 years, but as you know, diplomatic relations have existed much longer than that. And as I think about the cost of that friendship, of that partnership, the hardships suffered together, the collective sacrifices, the number of American pilots that were returned home to their families as a result of the sacrifices of the Serbian people, I can't help but have a full heart. But I also feel a burden and a collective responsibility and obligation for each one of us. Because today we have the unique opportunity not just to look out 5 years, but to set the conditions for something that will outlive us. To set the conditions for the next 140 years. I imagine that 140 years ago when these diplomatic relations were established, we couldn't even comprehend space travel. What is available to us? What are the opportunities? What is the potential for the next 140 years that we can't even comprehend? But I do know that our collective responsibility is to ensure peace, because in fact we all want the same things. We all want opportunities for our children. We want peace for our families. We want economic prosperity. And we have the opportunity to set the conditions for that, not just for the next 5 years, but for the next 140 years, for something that will outlive each one of us, for something we have yet to even comprehend. So, sir, the Ohio National Guard and I commit to ensuring that we continue to build a foundation of trust, which will set the foundation for peace, which will set the foundation for the next 140 years of cooperation for our children and our children's children. And sir, I salute you, because I can't think of a greater representation of the potential available to us through this partnership. Sir, your vision, your energy, your inspiration certainly is inspirational to me. So as we fulfill our collective obligation to unleash the potential of this partnership, I assure you, sir, that the Ohio National Guard and the state of Ohio stand ready, not just to serve as a military-to-military partnership, but to serve as a wedge for building trust economically, to building additional trust diplomatically, but most importantly, setting the conditions for the next 140 years that we can't yet comprehend. Thank you.
Mr. Ambassador, it gives me great pleasure to greet you and the Serbian community on this auspicious occasion of your 140th anniversary of the relationship between Serbia, the people of Serbia, and the people of the United States. It brings a special gratification to me, knowing that I'm probably the only Mexican American in this room tonight, and yet I have the distinct pleasure and honor of being a small part of the tapestry that weaves our people together. And so it's with that, I'd like to read this governor's citation. It reads this way: the governor of the state of Maryland, to His Excellency Marko Đurić, Ambassador of Serbia to the United States, greetings. Be it known that on behalf of the citizens of the state of Maryland, in recognition of a tribute to commemorate the 140th anniversary of diplomatic relations between the Republic of Serbia and the United States of America, honoring the ongoing support and the development of friendly relationships between the people of Serbia and the people of Maryland, and with congratulations on the exceptional work and contributions of Marylanders of Serbian heritage, and as our citizens join in expressing our great respect, admiration, and gratitude, we are pleased to confer upon you this governor's citation. It's dated today. It's signed by Governor Larry Hogan, Lieutenant Governor Boyd Rutherford, and Secretary of State John C. Wobensmith. It's my honor to present to you and to the people of Serbia this governor's citation.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.